Hi, boys and girls. I have another book for us to read. It's called Curious George at the Fire Station. George and the man with the yellow hat were visiting the fire station. "Hello, George," said the chief. "How would you like to wear a fireman's hat?" George put the fireman's hat on, but look, it's a little big for his head. Then they looked at the fire engines. "We're proud of them," said the chief. "We keep them as bright and as shiny as we can." See the fire engines? What color are they? They're red. One fireman was polishing a big brass bell on the wall. "This is our alarm bell," said the chief. "Whenever there's a fire, this bell will ring." Another bell was on the engine. "We ring the bell on our way to the fire," said the chief, "so that people will get out of the way." It's true, boys and girls, if there's ever a fire engine and they have their lights on, and if mommies and daddies are in the car, they have to move away so the fire engine can go and save people, like if they need to put out a fire or anything. And this is Sally, our Dalmatian. She just had 10 puppies. The puppies stay in a basket on the second floor with the firemen. They all went up to the second floor. The puppies were in a straw basket by the wall. Do you see them? They're right there. All 10 puppies. That's a lot of puppies. "Yip, yip, yip," they barked. One tried to jump up and lick George's face. Near the basket was a big round hole with a pole in the middle. "When the alarm rings," said the chief, "the firemen slide down the pole to the fire engines below." Well, that would be fun to slide all the way down. "You may slide down if you want, George," said the chief. "But be careful," said the man with the yellow hat. George slid down the pole like a real fireman. Then he climbed into the fire engine and he sat behind the steering wheel. "Make way! Here comes George the fireman!" George was curious. What could happen if he rang this bell? What could happen? Let's see. He rang the bell. Cling, 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 cling went the bell. The fireman heard it and jumped out of bed really fast. Uh-oh, what does the fireman think? The firemen think there's probably a fire. "Fire, fire, fire," they shouted. Quickly, they put on their uniforms and they slid down the pole. Uh-oh, is there really a fire? No, George was just being silly and playing with the bell. It was a false alarm. When the firemen got to the engine, all they saw was a little monkey. "George," said the chief, fighting fires is a serious business. Get off that engine right now." George felt really bad. At that moment, they heard a dog bark. Sally was looking up at the top of the pole. Uh-oh, one of the puppies had gotten out of its basket and was looking down the edge of the hole. What could happen to the puppy, boys and girls? It could fall. One more step and it would be a fall. Oh no, what's going to happen? George knew what to do. He climbed to the pole as fast as he could. Then he held out his hat to catch the puppy in case it would fall. Sure enough, the puppy slipped and... Do you think George caught the puppy in the hat? Plop! Landed right into George's hat. "Oh, that was using your head, George," said the chief. "You saved the puppy. I'm making you an honorary fireman of our station. You can keep the hat too." "Good job, George." "Come back to visit us anytime," shouted the chief as George and the man with the yellow hat got into their car and drove away. That was really cool. I always love Curious George. All right, thank you for reading a book with me, boys and girls. Bye.